to Tower of Dreams. Last week on Tower of Dreams, Sethan activates the mysterious Warforged extension of Todd named Prime. Ritz cooks a massively popular Behir steak dish, and everyone journeys into the Many Paces Oasis to check out Ritz's hometown. Of course, it wasn't just like he remembered. There certainly weren't lizard folk hunting giant dolls in the streets back then. That's the typed up summary, of course. I have to think what to add. Yeah, Ritz's hotel was a mess. And looked like Mad Adder had been there and had his patron gobble up lots of souls. Yep. But the Oasis has been restored, and everyone is rushing the triplets back to the tower to get them into the hospital after making them not giant gourd monsters. Sound about right?
Sure.
Sounds about right.
Why not?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, what we doing? You had just started heading back to the tower, and one of the lizard folk with all kinds of bees and shit hanging on it had turned around and said, basically told you to come to their settlement.
Well, they said
they
said like, feel free to
when you have
stop
time.
in.
Come to our home. We won't kill you, is what they said.
Pretty much.
Word for word.
Yeah, I would assume Valkyries. I assume that we're just heading back to the tower to take the twins into the triplets into the.
Yes,
infirmary.
Weston, Sheraton, and Marriott, the triplet veggielings with a gourd-like appearance. Yeah, you all get them in there to the tower, and you get them into the hospital, and you're met by Victoria, one of the vicar workers at the hospital, and Victoria goes, "Oh, new patients?
Yes.
New patients.
All right. Well, let's bring them in here. They're small, so I think we can fit them all in the same room." And ushers you into a room, kind of calls out for help, and three other vicars appear and take them off your hands and get them set up, hooked up. While Victoria asks you, "What happened? Who are these people?"
They are my siblings. They were cursed, or something. They had been turned into giant monsters. Just do whatever you can for them, please.
Well, the good news is it doesn't look like they have any serious injuries, so we'll mostly just be treating them for fatigue and helping them recover their strength.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else we can do to help you out today, Dominators?
Nope. That's it.
Oh, one of the other vicars goes, Oh, ask them about the research. Oh, right. What do you want us to be working on in our spare time? Well, you can either be researching poisons and stuff like that, or we can be researching potions and stuff like that.
Would be a good idea.
Potions?
Potions, like healing potions.
Because we do have an apothecary attached to the pharmacy that we can sell these things out of for additional profit.
Yeah, I think that
Also, just
sounds good.
Potions?
a reminder that Ritz can make any healing potion max out all the time. So
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
Friendly reminder.
volunteering to stay here full time?
no,
It'll be a very
I was
boring
saying that,
campaign
like,
for your character.
I mean, Ritz might be okay with it. You don't know. You can't judge him, DM.
Fair
Wow.
enough. Mm-hmm. Okay.
gotta give him a taste first. And then,
Just a taste.
yeah. Fritz is not there. He's he's just kind of just watching over his the triplets and probably on the verge of a panic attack of some sorts.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ritz, are you okay?
What? What? Are you talking to me?
Ritz, how many fingers am I holding up?
2. I don't care. What?
No, I was asking if you're okay. Making sure you're okay.
No, I'm not okay. My entire hometown is destroyed. I go in to find my siblings have been transformed into monsters. No, I'm not okay. This is just gonna walk out.
Nope. That went good.
Go team.
That was
You're good at talking to people.
an experience.
Surprising to know that Adder's been at this for a long time. Longer than we've encountered him, certainly.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I think
Adder.
it goes beyond Adder. I mean, sure, he's involved, but also the patron itself, whatever that is.
No, I don't. No idea. Hell has that eye in common.
What?
Let me look. That eye, that nefarious eye that shows up.
In common with what? What do you mean?
Every time we've encountered the patron, that's been the big symbol of the
Yeah,
patron.
I think that's something to do with them. I mean, I would assume so. When did they say that they saw Mad Adder? Was it a while ago, right? When all that started?
he said as soon as they left.
Pretty
as
much
soon
right
as
after
Ritz
Ritz left.
Right. And it's like 4 weeks, I think, was the quoted time. We figured out.
Mm-hmm.
The lizards had gotten there 4 weeks ago, but I think it was established Ritz left his home like 4 months ago or something like that. Right?
3 months ago.
Okay,
So this event, as like Mad Adder was here personally, happened probably a month before all of yours adventure started.
And we saw the doll in the window back in Silverstruck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Should we go back there and see what Mad Adder's up to?
I don't even know if he would be there.
Well, we don't know until we look.
I would say no,
Why?
because we would just be lunging into, in my opinion, a trap at that point.
Why a trap? They don't know that they were going to the hotel.
Well, from what you all explained to me last time of what happened after you went to Reardon's home and was going to go to the Underdark, they were waiting for you.
Right, because I think
Right.
Reardon expected me to go there.
Right. And now that we left, there
Sure.
was an eye taunting, the doll taunted basically at
Yeah.
us, saying, basically, hey, I have his eyes. And then we vanished. It was a taunt, a jab.
You think
Something to get us even more worked up to make a mistake and go after.
Aqua Tongue is going to have a bunch of water elementals in that small little house that Mad Adder has?
No, I wouldn't say Aquaton, maybe. I would definitely say Mad Adder would be waiting for us. We don't
kill
know.
him.
We don't know what he can do. We have no clue.
Well, he makes dolls dance with people.
Okay, that's one thing he can do. Again, we don't know every little thing he can do. And besides that, he could be working with Aquaton. Well, he's got to be working with Aquaton and them. And if he is, then that's just more of a trap of laying more things there to stop us or kill us. We have no clue how our enemy is working.
So
We just know that they're more than us right now.
So what are we supposed to do?
Well, in the immediate time right now, we still have the question of Carlton. Let's maybe go back to the spa now that's cleansed. See if we can find any remnants of maybe if Carlton's still there, or is there any clues as to what happened to him? I think we owe that to Ritz.
Well, technically, Ritz saw Carlton already kind of like planted, we'll call it, in this last phase of life, and already kind of looked around to see what had happened. And, right?
Not since we've arrived.
No, not since we arrived.
But, yeah.
Before you had even left, Carlton was already.
Oh,
rooted.
yeah, that was part of the reason why he left.
Right.
Was because that his brother was dead.
Right. Harvestborn version.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the best thing to do is to gather more information about our own enemies and then bring them into a trap instead of us going to their trap all the time.
Sure. Yeah. We can work and get some more information and just have other people we love die. Does sound like a good idea.
And if we just charge headlong, we'll die, and we get nothing out of that. And then all our loved ones are dead after that, probably.
I don't know if they would be.
Oh,
My father died because they were asking questions about me. Not because of anything that he did.
If I may, I think technically Lehemelk died because the people asking questions about you were just particularly cruel.
Sure, Todd, but they were also there because they wanted information about me. If they didn't need information about me, if I wasn't around, they wouldn't have had questions to ask him.
If Prime were at the hospital, I would have Prime give you a hug.
Appreciate that,
It's
Todd.
not your fault.
Appreciate it, Todd. Your words are heard. I am going to go and get something to drink at the bar. I don't know. I'm just going to sit at the bar. Anyways, I'll be in the bar. She'll leave.
Yeah, after you get checked out.
Already out the door. Already
Nope.
leaving.
Nope, get back here.
She's literally...
Are we going to attempt a strength check?
She's
Please do it.
she's
I
just
will do
walking
For Ritz.
away.
For Ritz spiritually.
I will do it for Ritz
Restrain her.
spiritually. I will restrain her. And she,
All right.
I adopt her.
Attempted restraint. Go ahead, Valkyrie, and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And
Whoops.
Nathaniel, make a
Oh.
melee attack.
A melee
Without-
attack?
But with like no weapons, just like an unarmed grapple. It's a grapple.
Let them fight. Let them
Let
fight.
them fight. Let them fight.
Vaughn doesn't know who to bless.
One doesn't know who to bless. I bless you all.
Well, if you bless Valkyrie, she might burst into flame.
Okay, so,
I
so
mean,
if I'm just adding my strength modifier, it's just
Yeah.
1. So 13 is all I got.
that's a 24 dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Nathaniel's
slippery
not
rascal.
strong. Nathaniel is just quick. So,
Well, that was just
Handily.
your attempt to like grab, and Valkyrie basically like
She just walked out of you.
disappeared in front of you and was all of a sudden like 10 feet further away. And
She will stop when she's further away and just turn. Why do you want me to go to the hospital?
you haven't eaten anything.
Because I'm not hungry.
That's a problem. People
We d-
die if they don't eat.
agree. Sethan said.
Oh. Okay. Sethan's agreeing. Okay, fine. Fine. If it will get you off of my back, I will let them check me out. But I swear I'm fine. I'm okay. And she'll walk back towards the hospital.
Thank you.
Oh, is there something else I can help you with?
Apparently my friends want you to check me out because I haven't eaten in a while. But I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm not hungry.
How long has it been since you've eaten?
Maybe a couple of weeks.
Have you had anything to drink during that time?
I had some I think I had maybe a drink of I had a mug of ale maybe a week ago, and some kind of like headache stuff. I think like a drink that they made at the bar to help with hangovers. Just one. I think that's about it.
Okay. Why don't we step into one of the outpatient
Okay.
rooms?
I mean I feel fine.
And we
I'm
just
not,
just
I'm not
just a simple
tired. I'm not hungry.
it's just a simple check. It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
checkup, you know,
Sure.
no big deal.
Okay.
On a nice, nice white coat, kind of wraps around snug. Sorry.
It's our outpatient inpatient clinic.
Yeah.
So the Victoria will go into one of the rooms with you, close the door, kind of sit right here, and
Okay.
go through a whole
Mhm.
battering of just it's very strange. I'm just checking you for vital signs.
Sure. Okay.
You don't have any.
Sure, I do. I mean, and she'll try to feel her own pulse.
No, like your heart is not beating.
Oh,
You breathing.
are you
So there's
sure?
that.
Have the kobolds been in here affecting the equipment? Because can-
I use my hands for your pulse, and
oh, okay.
I don't think they broke my hands.
Maybe my veins are just hard. Maybe I'm just.
Maybe my veins are just hard.
That's the first one.
That was in character.
Yeah.
Victoria's just laughing at you.
Maybe.
No.
Okay.
Do you sleep?
I mean, I'm not really ever that tired, so I mean, sometimes I'll lay down for a couple of hours, you
Have
know.
you had any really serious interactions with rare necromantic types of magic lately?
I don't think so.
Standard magical world checkup questions.
I mean, there's like, I mean, we've been encountering these dolls, I guess. I had an experience with a dream, which is weird, right? Because Kalashtar don't dream, but, there was an eye and strings. Vaughan was there. But
In your dream?
Yes.
Do you dream about Vaughan often?
No, that was actually the first time, I think. I
Oh,
mean, I don't
drop
dream.
the vial.
I don't usually dream. That was the first time I dreamed
right.
before. So, no, I haven't dreamt
Vaughn
about
is a
Vaughn
very
before.
special man. Take notes.
Notes. Write it down.
I mean, there was
Maybe
that
she is a
time.
vicar.
There was that time a while ago that there was like a dream or something. Vaughn was there. Yeah.
Am I with them right now?
Yeah,
Nope.
on
Okay,
the other
thank you.
side. of the
Private
curtain.
examination.
All right.
Unless
no
you're
problem.
like up against the door
No,
trying to
Vaughn
listen.
would not do that. Vaughn would not do that.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Like a stealth check. Disadvantage.
You just like through the crack, you just see like this third all-seeing eye through the crack.
No.
He actually technically wouldn't even need to do that. He could just stand on the other side of the room. Okay. Do you know anybody that's an expert in magic in general or necromancy in particular?
I mean, I know people that study magic. An expert? I don't know. Does she, Andrew? I don't know, like, what you mean by expert. Like, I could say someone, like, I mean, Gus knows a lot about magic. I know someone, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know someone, yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
I recommend a consultation with this person.
Okay.
If there's any way you can get
Valkyrie's
someone
trying to,
with
like, look to, like, see what, are they writing something down? You were looking
Yeah.
down. Okay.
like literally she's writing up like a case report. Like this is like that's how fascinating.
This
how
is finally gonna
fascinating
get
she
her
is.
the funding to get the promotion she's always wanted.
Feels
Like,
right.
keep going for that Nobel.
There aren't any magazines for her to publish this case report. She mostly just wants it for her own.
That's why she's about
records.
to start her own.
That's right.
You're,
The Tower Medical Journal. Tower Medical.
You're writing down a lot there.
Well, you see, put board and pen down. Valkyrie
Mm-hmm.
is one V name person to another.
Sure.
That's normal. People do that, right?
Yeah.
You are walking and talking and thinking and acting like you are alive,
Yeah.
but
Of
your
course.
body is dead.
That's. I think there might
Or
be
at the
some.
very least, frozen in a particular instance of time.
Okay.
Because you have no circulation. You don't eat. You don't drink. You don't sleep. You kind of breathe. We would have to test whether or not you actually needed to do that. But that would require like a breath test underwater and stuff like that. Just how long you could hold your breath kind of thing.
So you're saying I don't need to breathe?
Don't hold your breath. Just
Like,
stop breathing.
now?
Yeah. Do you feel desperate for air?
Does she? No? Maybe it's just,
So,
I
there's a
mean,
couple different things.
okay.
There's 2 known options and then an unknown. So you either could be undead
Okay.
or you could be a construct.
I mean, like
Or
okay.
or you could be something unique
Okay.
that no one has ever encountered before, like in your particular instance.
I mean, I don't think that I'm a construct because I have, like, father and, well, I have parents, I have siblings. I remember being a kid, so I don't think that it's that.
Did you need to eat then?
Rule that out. Yeah.
Did you have any significant life events?
Uh, well, there was, well, I did kind of die and come back to life.
How long ago was that?
About 4 years ago.
Uh-huh. So, is it possible that you maybe have been dead this whole time and you never really came back to life?
I mean, I, I, I guess, I'm feeling a little, yeah, I guess, sure.
Was there a particular individual that brought you back from the dead?
A, kind of a weird, that's an interesting story.
Mhm.
So, I fell on a crystal, and a spirit within the crystal kind of went into my mind, or kind of, not really into my mind, like it kind of inhabited the space around me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and she'll kind of bring out the key and turn it into a dagger. I trapped it in here. After I found out.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, that was done by the tower. So now it's in here.
Okay.
Not plaguing me anymore with bad decisions. I only do that to myself now.
um, well, this is kind of beyond the scope of mundane medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I would strongly recommend that consultation with the individual you know that is skilled with magic.
Yep. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you, Victoria. It's been enlightening.
Pleasure.
This
You are
consultation.
fascinating.
Well,
And if you ever need to talk, come find me.
Sure.
I'll be here.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, have a great day.
You too.
So, get out of the room. And probably walk past Nathaniel and anyone else waiting.
Victoria will come out in like a minute if the rest of you want to like try to talk to her. Since Valkyrie left you in the dust.
Yeah, Valkyrie just
Vaughan would
walks
wait.
past. Yeah.
Valkyrie, is everything okay? Okay,
Gotta go and talk to someone. I'll see you later.
Vaughn will talk to Victoria like, I understand. You don't have to tell me anything, but is everything okay? Can you give me that much?
There's
Anything we can do?
Why is she not eating?
Victoria's just like wide-eyed.
Well, just wondering. Yeah, just wondering.
Well,
to get her to eat or something.
She's
like that.
dead.
What?
I mean, I know she's got a dead personality.
Nope.
No, I don't think she means that.
Physically, no vitals. She's dead. But it looks like she can live her life just fine. So I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. I'm gonna go take a break now. She'll
Valkyrie
walk
has
into the
rocked
back.
her
I need to go pray.
Yeah.
Victoria
I
shook.
must go pray now.
Vaughn will lead her to the temple. Yeah.
Right. Uh-huh.
Victoria will remember this.
Yeah.
Ritz, what are you doing? You stormed out a little bit ago. Are you going back
Yes.
outside?
Yeah.
Are you going elsewhere in the tower?
No, Brits would have gone straight back outside and then heading back to the hotel
Okay.
and just probably, I mean, he's going there with a purpose, but he's also gonna, probably take more time to like take in all that's been done to the Oasis and just kind of like in a semi-state of shock. Like he'll like pick up trash or something like off the street, like as like he's going, like just little things that like is by maybe it's helping, but it's the town's a ruin.
The water level is almost back to what you remember it being.
Oh, okay, that's good. That will comfort him. Are the trees looking livelier? The plant
Mhm.
life?
Yep, everything's looking a little greener, a little more lively.
There's still not anyone else here because the lizard people left, right?
Well, they started heading out and probably working on packing up their camp
Okay.
stuff.
Well then, yeah, he'll just keep on going until he's back at the Oasis.
You're back at the hotel grounds. This area seems to have recovered significantly less than the rest.
He'll kind of stop, like, kind of at the gate and just look everything over. And then he'll slowly kind of start making his way around back to where Carlton was.
You find Carlton right where you left him. Down in the sand of the shore.
I'm gonna go up to him and just look at him. Is he healthy?
Seems it. A piece of paper seems to be tacked to some of his prickles.
Like debris or like
It looks like
deliberately
it blew
placed
there accidentally.
I'll start cleaning up the area. Take the garbage.
When you take that paper off him, you realize it's the original blueprints for the hotel.
I'll tuck it into his vest. Kind of just like clean up the area and just I'm sorry, Carlton. Sorry. This happened to you. This happened to our home. I think we both know it should have been you who survived. You were the one who knew how the business worked. I just stayed in the kitchen. I don't know what to do, Carlton. When I left, to be honest, I didn't expect to find an answer. It was more of an excuse for me to just run away. Part of me wants to keep running away, but the place I ran to seems much more dangerous. So, there's that. But
One of the flowers on Carlton starts to open.
I think I know where Paris is. And I'm afraid she's in danger. Actually, it's probably a good bet she's in danger, considering who gave me the information. It's a long story, Carlton. I hate to tell you this, because you have such a good view right here. Kicks the sand a little bit, but I agreed to a deal without reading the contract first. Again, that's why you should have stayed. You should have been the one to leave. But I think we're going to be exchanging this view for a different, much stranger one. I mean, don't know how I feel about that, but to be frank, I'm scared to know what happens if I don't. So. I'm just gonna. He's just gonna sit down in the sand next to him. Just. This is a lot bigger than I think I'm built for. If it wasn't for Paris, I don't think I'd go. I'd stay here. But I don't know. And Ritz is probably at this point, he's just gonna just sit there, not say anything.
Okay. Nathaniel and Vaughan. What are you two gonna do after your
Revelation.
Big reveal.
Vaughn's, yeah, he's going to probably, yeah. He needs to check in at the temple anyway. So he'll head over to the temple.
Nathaniel will probably head to the barracks himself.
All right. Vaughan, you get to the temple.
Yeah, a couple things on his mind. He'll find Duck, and we're running into this abhorrent evil that is the patron of this person known as the Mad Adder.
Oh, before you find Duck.
Oh.
You
Rewind.
see that Duck seems to be presiding over the unveiling of a new statue in one of the alcoves on the side of the temple. There's a small crowd gathered, and you're kind of coming in the middle of it, so you didn't hear his whole speech. But at the end, he just makes a proclamation of, "Fear not. The chosen will lead us along the path to victory and life." And he will unveil a statue that is winged and looks an awful lot like you, Vaughan. Mace and all.
Vaughn's going to be like, why did you do this?
Yeah, and you maybe do sigh pretty audibly.
Yeah.
And everyone that turns around notices you and takes a knee. And Kobold number 1 is like at the forefront. Opener of the door.
I can't be mad at the kobold. I mean, but he's like, this. I don't know what to think about this. This is. I don't know. This isn't what I want. But I can see there's no stopping you. I just.
Ah, chosen.
Please call me Vaughan. Nobody call me that.
Do you have some words to share?
These are trying times. There is a great evil going across the land. Be vigilant. But think for yourself. We all play a part in this. We all have a role. And then he'll turn and...
Oh, you sound so good. Yeah. Inspiring, so inspiring.
I'll find Duck if you can.
Yeah, crowd kind of disperses and Duck's there.
I
The
hope
the
that...
statue.
Was that your idea?
No.
Well, that brings me some consolence. Because just... You gotta know that this isn't easy. And that doesn't make it any easier. But we have a lot to talk about. There is quite an evil. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's a deity or some being of rather large import that is influencing and has a patron called the Mad Adder. I think we talked about him before. I'm not sure. We encountered him in Silverstruck. But he has joined forces and is in league with some of our other people who are hell-bent on I have no other better word than destroying. One is Aquiton, the sister of Sethan Reardon, who we met in Silverstruck. And they all are, I don't know what their purpose or grand scheme is, but we are a target. And they have gone and committed unspeakable evil. They have murdered a total innocence. Valkyrie's father. Totally indiscriminate. Just on a whim. This is true evil. This is something I've never...
How can I best support you?
One thing that is very consistent about this entity is it represents itself in an eye, and I'll finally find a piece of paper lying around and draw the icon that we have seen, the eye for Adder's patron, and see if Duck knows anything, any symbolism or any symbols that might relate to this eye.
I'm afraid not. I don't think it's a deity. You can take comfort in that, I suppose.
Okay. A little bit, I guess. Scales it down a bit, but still, this is, I mean, the things that they are doing in this patron's name is just abhorrent. Totally wiped out. I have no idea the number of souls lost in the spa we just visited on this location. At first, I thought my destiny, my future was lying in, protecting people and being a voice for good, but I'm challenged with the role of pursuing this evil and hunting it down. I don't know if that's the right thing. And to actively seek out to destroy another entity because of the evil it has done. But in my mind and in my heart, I cannot let this continue.
Very rarely must life be taken in order to preserve the rest of life. Trust your convictions.
It will be difficult. I hope I don't make the wrong choice in some cases. But for certainly this patron, it's an easy choice. It has taken so many.
He'll reach out and put a hand on your shoulder. Vaughan, our God has entrusted you and placed its hope in you. And I am confident that you will succeed.
Thank you. I'm resigning myself to that now. This has to be done. I'm afraid of where it might lead. But hopefully we can defeat this and figure it out. Thank you. Can you find a better place to put that statue? Like, out of the way?
Unfortunately, it is attached to the pedestal.
Okay.
You may be experiencing some celebrity in the tower.
How do I? Oh boy. How do I not insult their intentions? But I don't know. I'm not a god.
No, certainly not.
I haven't really.
But you are changing.
Yes, I am. I hope this will help us.
Who knows? You may end up a demigod at the end of this. He just kind of smirks while saying that.
I hope it's just work for the better. That's all I want. Hey, okay. All right. Well, I have to go talk to a friend who might be dead but still walking.
Be well.
I hope I'm up to it.
And he'll give your shoulder a squeeze. And after he removes your hands, also gives a slight polite bow.
That's better. I'll take a slight bow over genuflection any day of the week. Bow out of respect, and he will return the bow. And head for the bar.
Yeah. Very good. Nathaniel, you enter the barracks.
I'm looking for the commander.
The commander is at her desk.
Hooray! This is gonna be fun.
Nathaniel, was it?
Yes.
Come in. How can I help you?
So we have some things to talk about.
Does that have anything to do with my guard that you've taken off duty? Or reassigned? Momentarily? Hopefully?
Momentarily, hopefully. He's guarding someone that is a spy, actually.
A spy?
A spy.
This is a serious accusation, Nathaniel. Do you have proof?
He is a friend of my enemy. And he has been sending messages out via this pendant. I show the commander the pendant. It can't receive messages, it can just only give messages.
Well, this is...
But he's already told me when I interrogated him on the layout of the tower, how many guards we have. I don't know what else other than that.
This is unacceptable. And she stands up and walks past you toward that room.
Turns around and follow.
She'll march past the guard, throw open the door, and Leverett has apparently come to.
He's finally come
kind
to
of like massaging the hand that you had stabbed the dagger through, and then Vaughan healed. And he's just kind of like, oh, well, and she will literally just one-handed pick him up by the throat. And say, so this is our spy, and then basically just drop him back into his seat. Well, that was very, 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 very rude. Just, do you have anything you haven't told us other than what you've already told Nathaniel? And he's just like, no. Can I go? And see her narrow her eyes. And make a perception check.
Perception check.
Yeah.
18 plus whatever my perception is. 5, so 23.
You're good. You see it. Her hands are on her hips, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice her fingers closing around a throwing dagger.
I would. No, Nathaniel actually probably wouldn't.
After her pause,
Oh, wait.
there's just with a very quick flick of her wrist, she throws this dagger, which buries itself to the hilt in the center of Leverett's chest, and he literally falls backwards over the back of the chair, and is dead upon impact. She goes, "Guard!" When the guard comes in, she goes, "Clean up this mess." And she walks out of the room.
Nathaniel will follow, and as he's following, good throw.
Thank you. You have no tolerance for this kind of shady tactics. We meet on the field of battle, or we meet not at all.
Nathaniel is fine with that.
Is there anything else?
Yes, the guards' overall pay has gone up to 30% right now. We're increasing the pay for helping with the efforts of what Sethan has said is war.
If you know of anyone, I don't care how vicious they are, that we can recruit and bolster our forces quickly. Well, I do care how vicious they are. They have to be somewhat civilized. Recruit them.
I have an idea to recruit a set, but I'd have to get in contact with them.
Good. Good day.
Good day.
And she'll go back into her office.
Nathaniel will go back into the office and get the pendant because he left it there, not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to grab those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then Nathaniel will head to the bar, but
To
actually,
the bar!
actually go to his room to get a letter, and then head to the bar.
Fair enough. Valkyrie, you went to the bar. Which bar did you go to? Front bar or back bar?
No, she didn't go to the bar. She's going to talk to Gust.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she went to the bar before the whole hospital thing.
Yeah, before we entrapped her into the hospital.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. You went to go talk with Gust.
Yep. So I am going to his apartment, I guess.
Mhm.
Is he at his apartment? She'll knock
don't
on
know.
the door to his apartment.
You could ask Todd.
Oh, that's a good idea. She won't even think about that. She'll just knock on the door she'll just go to his apartment and knock on the door.
There is no answer.
Todd?
Yes.
Do you know where Gust is? Is he in the
Yes.
market?
He is setting up his shop.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you. Yep. She'll go back down across everything to the market.
Yep.
I think it's on the completely other side of the tower. Yep.
Basically.
So still with a kind of like, with walking with a purpose, I guess. Mm-hmm. And she'll go to the shop.
After pushing your way through the busy market, you
Yeah.
come across what used to be an empty shop, but has apparently been set up rather quickly to magic items, etc. Is how the sign reads over the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in, and it's a mess.
Well, it's best.
But there seems to be a kobold kind of helping throw things on shelves.
Hey, hi. Have you seen Gust?
That
Todd?
way.
Okay, thank you.
Pointing up like a to a second, like there's like a half story up
Okay.
kind of a
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Good job. You're doing good.
Thanks.
Oh boy. She'll head upstairs. All right. Is Gus? Does she see Gus upstairs when she gets up there?
Yeah, you get up there and Gus says, "Oh, hi, Valkyrie."
Hey.
His back is turned to you though, and he is wearing a long robe, which seems to be covered with a strange eye-shaped pattern.
She'll say like, "Hey," but then kind of, Gus, what are you? How did you know it was me?
Oh, sorry. He turns around. He has a thick red band,
Okay.
kind of tied around his eyes. He's like, it's the robe, and he kind of lifts up his arms, and you see that kind of like eye pattern
Oh.
covers like the whole thing. And he reaches back and he pulls the hood over, and there's two eyes like right there.
Oh.
He's like, that's better. I can see using this. It's literally called a robe of eyes.
That's clever.
360 vision.
That's incredible. Yeah. Did you get that from your shop supplies?
Yeah, so I'll have to take a hit on that one.
No.
No, Nathaniel, they're not googly eyes.
Sure.
They're pasted onto the robe. They're sewn in, and they don't blink or anything. They're just inked.
It is.
So very nice googly eyes.
Very nice googly
It's
eyes.
very. It's something to see. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Is there anyone else in the shop, Andrew? Like customers or just the
the kobold. Yeah, no, he hasn't opened yet because he's still setting up.
So, the shop is coming along, by the way. Looking good.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's a good space.
it is.
Very
It
good
is.
space.
I'm glad that it'll work.
I'm going through and trying to remove the rarer items that I don't want to let go of yet.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, I don't know if you've. I mean, so I haven't eaten in a while. It's been a bit. Anyways, or drink or sleep all that much. But so, the group was a little worried about it, and they they had me see someone at the hospital, and this very nice nurse, Victoria, or doctor, I don't really know her exact title, she kind of said that I don't have a pulse, that I don't have any vital signs, that I'm dead.
I had noticed you didn't have a pulse before. I guess I didn't think much of it.
Well, so, I've had a pulse. I feel like yeah, so she told me that I should talk to someone who, is an expert in magic. About what I'm not, well, she said that it's kind of out of their capabilities to know what to do with someone who is dead but still alive.
It is rather remarkable, but we already knew that you were remarkable.
Thanks. I just don't really know what to do, Gus. Should I? I mean, I feel fine. I don't feel tired. I don't feel hungry. I'm just, but also like, I didn't really realize that I didn't have a pulse. No one's ever said anything. It's not really something that, like, I mean, I guess at one point I remember, like, hearing my heartbeat, but I don't really hear that now. I don't know. Should I be worried? Should I be concerned?
Are you worried? Are you concerned?
No, because I feel fine. I feel, gosh, I mean, I feel okay.
Well, as long as you're okay,
Okay.
I don't see any reason to panic about you being dead.
Sure. Yeah. So I should probably tell you something else. I should have said something before, but so you remember when we left Silverstruck? And we went through the portal and came back here, and what was that? Was it even a day ago, Andrew, or was it earlier today?
I think functionally it was earlier today.
Okay. Yeah, that happened earlier today, so of course you remember. So after we came back through, a couple of us saw in Ergioth's old shop, in his shop that was there, where the portal was, a doll in the window. Like
where this is going?
Where, like, one of Mad Adder's dolls?
Yeah.
Just kind of appeared there. Let me tell you something else before I continue that thought. So then, today, just a little bit ago, we went to the hotel that Ritz owns, and,
Right.
Before Ritz, or right after Ritz had left there, a few months ago, I think, Mad Adder came by. Well, that was their description. And also, pretty sure, I think we even said the name, and I think that anyways, there were a bunch of dolls there. And the lizard folk were hunting them down. Like, just...
Tiny dolls?
No, pretty large. Running around, like they were hunting them outside. They had kind of gotten inside the hotel. There were eyes on the back of Ritz's siblings that we had to help free.
So Adder had been there too.
Yes. Also, going back to what we saw in the window in Silverstruck, as we were going through the portal, the doll in the window, well, it had an eye. Like, not like a
button.
Like a button? No.
Like a button for an eye?
No. It seemed like from where we were, but we were inside the portal at the time, inside the tower, looking out. It seemed like it had an actual eye, Gus. Like, it was taunting
Mad
us.
Adder's involved with Aquaton.
Yes, I think that's what we are to assume from this.
And Reardon.
And Reardon, yes. It appears that they're all in league together, possibly even with Mad Adder's patron. So, yeah. I want to... Well, I mentioned to Nathaniel and Vaughan of going back to Silverstruck and checking out the shop where Mad Adder was, but they don't want to. They think that we should plan. So more things can happen in the meantime. I mean, that's not what they said, but that's what I'm kind of putting together from all of it. Anyways, I thought you should know, seeing as I think the eye thing was more about you than any of us. And it seems to be escalating, so...
Indeed, it does.
Sorry, I feel like that I always bring you bad news. And that's unfortunate, but here we are.
That's true. I'm sorry you've gotten dragged into the middle of my feud with Adder.
Yes, we met and had an incident with Adder before we even met you.
True. But my feud is much older.
No, you're right. You're right.
And now you have that.
Yeah. So, yeah, anything I can help you with here? Like with the shop?
Should I leave?
What?
Do I need to leave to protect you all?
Gust, I don't think so. I don't think this isn't all about... I'm not saying that you're saying this, but it's not all about you. I mean, we have Aquatongue, we have Reardon, and I think it just happens to be that Mad Adder's in league with them, but I don't think he's just after... I don't think that he's doing any of this because... maybe also to hurt you, but I think it's bigger than that.
I just don't want my burdens added to yours.
Well, yeah. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I think it's the other way around. Maybe you should have...
Well, if you insist on helping, I still can't read very well.
Oh, yeah, I can read things. Sure. Yeah. What do you need me to read?
He points to the giant ledger.
Okay.
/ thing, and is like, just help me categorize some of these things.
Okay. And she will help however she can.
Right. Ritz.
Yes. After a while, Ritz probably would have gotten up and went into the actual hotel and just do a preliminary check of the status of how bad everything is in there and how salvageable anything is.
It's in pretty bad condition. It would take a fortune to fix.
He would search around the main desk and see if he can find the the last guest book ledger of who all was here.
Mm-hmm.
See if he can find it, and he'd look through it and just.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, just looking at all the names of the people.
Make a perception check.
Do I trust Fantasy Grounds or do I trust my dice? I don't know. Let's do the die. Let's do the die. Hey, 22.
22, nice.
Natural 19.
You notice two names that like really stick out to you. The first, because you're flipping back in time, is Adder. And Adder had checked into the hotel a few days before you had left.
So a few days before everything happened.
Yes, but before everything happened.
Yeah.
The second name that you notice was of a person that checked out right before Adder got there. And that name is Valkyrie.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Don't die, Steph.
Okay, so. But Mad Adder never checked out.
Well, yeah, the customer list stopped being kept.
Because everyone disappeared.
Right.
Ah. Sorry, I'm making sure. There was a lot I didn't write down last week. I'm making sure I write it down today. I'm trying to think. Has Ritz been around Valkyrie enough to kind of know her handwriting?
Like whose handwriting it is?
Well, because like I feel like Ritz has like heard enough talk that he knows there are two Valkyries running around. So
yeah. So does it look like this Valkyrie's writing? Is what you're asking?
Which Valkyrie wrote
it doesn't look like your companion Valkyrie's writing.
Okay.
What do you know?
Okay. I'm gonna close the book. Keep it very close to my chest, and then book it back to the tower.
Okay. And how about right there we take our bio break? Those of you that don't know, we take a 8-10 minute bio break, intermission, whatever you call it, right in the middle of our episodes. So we'll be back. Hang tight.
And it's up. Mics are hot.
You the dancing candy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Intermission. See, the interrogation room opened up and it was free. Ritz would have had a good place to talk to Valkyrie. Just ignore the blood stain on the floor. And on the
Does
table.
she even bleed? She's dead.
No, I'm talking about the guy.
No,
that-
but for Ritz's interrogation.
Well, I know. I'm just
So fine if
saying.
she doesn't bleed.
Ritz goes in there. Ignore the 2 blood spots, one on the table, one on the floor.
No what to think right now. Okay.
Ritz is freaking out, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Ritz is going mad.
So good. So many notes.
Good notes.
Yeah.
It's good. These are not bad.
No, I mean, how could you write a bad note about this episode? Cold or hot, Nathaniel?
Well, this is homemade pizza, so hot.
Good.
If it's cold, if it's like Pizza Hut or like Domino's, something like that, cold. It just depends on where you get it from. Well, not so much Domino's, but for sure Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Domino's, dude.
Yeah, you can't do that cold. I mean, I was a college student before cold pizza was the way to go. You're in a rush, you don't have any food, grab a slice of pizza that you had from 3 nights ago.
Up. We got raid sign.
Be right back. Welcome, Raiders. We're eating dinner.
Welcome to the Tower of Dreams. This is our eat session. We're trying out new foods, new cuisines.
You guys eat during the game?
Don't scare them away.
I didn't know we ate during the game. I wasn't prepared. It's funny. My notes, the start of the campaign, or start of the session, not the game. Tonight's session. They're like legible. And when we go on, the less legible they're getting. So like this last little bit, it's just like mad scrawls that says like Adder, Valkyrie, you know, gas buck.
So, it's Ritz going into a terrible psycho. An
It's going through
episode.
something.
He's going through something. I can't think of the word.
Depression.
No,
I
we're
mean,
gonna go with depression.
this is what he gets for offering an olive branch to a party member.
Oh snap!
Betrayal.
So you're saying it's war then?
Costume change.
Well, she saw that we got raided. She had to go change costumes. I just had to say.
Sorry. I opened up a window because it's hot in my room. And then I had to close it because the house next door is going up for sale. And so there's been literally like 3 cars out front the entire day, like rotating out of realtors showing it off. And it's like, oh. So I had to close the window because it's like they're all talking outside.
Yeah, mark it out of its mind right now.
Alrighty. Shall we get back to it?
Kick it.
Stephanie, you turn your mic on.
We're good to go. 3, 2, 1. We're here. I'm gonna fix my camera.
Welcome back to Tower of Dreams, and welcome Raiders if you're still here. Where'd we leave off? All right, with Ritz. You booked it back to the tower. Nathaniel, you headed to Vaughan who headed to the bar first?
Vaughan would probably head to the bar.
Yeah. Vaughan, did you are you heading to the tavern bar or the VIP bar?
Actually, just one little thing. He's going to stop in his room, take off all of his armor,
Ooh.
get
Reminder that Valkyrie dreams of Vaughan.
Yeah.
yeah. He's going to wash his face and his hair and just like take a deep breath. He's going to take a minute to just like wipe down his armor, put it back on, and then go to the tavern, the out front tavern.
Okay. You sail up to the tavern. Vince says, well, what can I get you?
Give me a what? You know what? Cancel that. Give me a whiskey.
You got it. Coming right up.
Then I'll
There
just
you
nurse his whiskey rather awkwardly.
Okay. Nathaniel, you get to the bar.
Nathaniel will do the same.
All right.
Go to his room, strip, come out naked. No, that's not what.
Wow.
Well, he has to do.
All right.
the blood
So
off.
Nathaniel, roll a charisma check.
All right.
No.
Let's do this. We're gonna do this. I got charisma. Anyway, no. Nathaniel will
Couple
go.
number 3 falls in love.
Nathaniel can't handle that.
The knoll in the corner is taking particular interest in you.
Nathaniel will not make eye contact, but no. Nathaniel will go to his room, get 2 of the letters, and head out to go. Mom, he will also go down to the bar and get a drink because he needs a drink.
All right. You're sitting with Vaughn.
I'll just. There's something I want to say to the whole group, but how are you doing?
You know, takes a drink.
Great times, huh?
Yeah, pretty good times. Not the best times. Not even nearly the worst times. So we don't have to worry about the spy anymore.
Well, we found out about him. We captured him. That's a good thing.
Yeah, the spy is no longer there.
Did you let him go?
The commander did.
Okay. I trust her judgment.
Takes another drink.
Good.
That's
Vaughn will take a drink and go, you know, they built a statue for me.
Nathaniel's mid-drink. What?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly what I said.
Who built this? Wait. Okay, roll it back here. Who built you a statue?
The followers in the temple. Because I'm the, and I'll use the air quotes, the chosen. Kind of awkward, huh?
You're the chosen. The chosen of what?
Apparently, our religion. I am to lead us back and reunite whatever needs to be reunited. I'm still not quite sure what that is, but
So can we still call you
please,
Vaughn?
Vaughn,
Or do we call you the chosen?
call me Vaughn. But like I said, I want to talk with the group.
I can understand that. The chosen.
And Vaughn will raise his glasses, go to not getting a choice on being the chosen. He takes a sip. That's all that.
Well,
And that's how half the party was drunk before noon. No.
No, I even have no idea. It's got to be late. It's got to be
past
late.
noon.
Yeah.
It's past noon.
This is all the
Nathaniel's got a
same
few
day
drinks.
since we went out and fought.
It's a solid
Yeah.
4:30 p.m.
solid. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Well, Ritz comes bursting into the tavern.
I just keep
going.
well, I as soon as I enter the tower, I just tell Todd, Dominator's control room, no.
Dominators, please report to the control room. Ding.
Valkyrie's gonna groan outwardly, like, ugh. Oh.
I'm sure it's something important.
Sure. Well, have fun. She'll give him a kiss on the cheek and head out to the control room.
Gosh.
Vaughn will pick
I
up
guess
his
we're
drink.
all needed somewhere. Sorry, Vaughn.
Vaughn will pick up his drink and take 2 steps and then turn around and pick up the bottle off the bar and bring it with him.
Ooh.
Nathaniel,
Getting
All right.
spicy.
As if you had
Nathaniel will
had
take
enough
his
debt.
drink and follow with the drink.
Very good. Okay, so
Running up that tab.
Dominators are in the control room.
I forget. Is there a table or something in the control room?
Sure.
Okay.
There is when you walk in there.
Okay. Ritz is gonna just slam the guest book on the table and just flip it open and just kind of stand in the corner, and then
Ritz, what's the problem?
I'm gonna point to the book and say, page 394.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's the page with
Valkyrie will turn to page 394.
I'll wait till she sees her name.
Oh. We must have stayed here.
That was right before my hotel went to shit and everyone died.
Well, right before Mad Adder showed up, right?
I'll tell her to go 2 pages or go page back, whatever. Or was it the same page that their names were on?
Yeah.
So does
But
it show? Remind me. Does it show that she checked in before Mad-Adder, or checked out before Mad-Adder, or came in, or what is it saying again, Andrew? With the times.
Yeah, it's the person named Valkyrie stayed there before Mad-Adder checked in.
And she was still there when
No.
Mad-Adder was. Oh, okay. She had left, or they had left. Oh, yeah. They checked out before Mad-Adder got there.
Vaughn will look at the page. And he'll take note of the dates. Well, this is true. I mean, this is true, but this is 4 months ago. 4 months ago, our Valkyrie was with us. She couldn't have possibly been at the spa.
No, it's the other Valkyrie. Vaughan.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense. But what was your other Valkyrie? What was the Valkyrie doing? Well,
I don't
no
know.
way of
I
telling.
mean, the Valkyrie is in a lot of places, I think. I mean, I feel like
We certainly heard stories, yes.
that's a lot closer than what I ever thought about them being.
Certainly would explain maybe Reardon's interest, being that it seems like the Adder was chasing the other Valkyrie a
Why-
day behind.
Chasing.
Well, maybe it just
So
one would
just
assume.
because her name is in the guest book for the hotel, you think that that they have something to do with this?
No. Not at all.
Yes.
It's-
Ritz will just slam the damn table, and he's just.
Nathaniel takes
You
the bottle
expect
from
me to believe that this strange magical phenomenon just happened right where it evolved Mad-Adder and the Valkyrie. And I'll point back to Mad-Adder's. It says here Mad-Adder checked in before everything happened.
Yeah.
That is not what Sherry said. He came to fix the problem after I left, after it already happened. And I refuse to believe it's a coincidence that the Valkyrie just happened to leave right before all that happened. 'Cause-
So
I have not heard of any of this crap, this craziness, until I was roped in with all of you. And now my town is destroyed. My siblings were turned into monsters. My brother is dead.
Ritz, your town being destroyed happened before you met us.
happened before we even met. I looked down at the page. Adder.
I don't fucking care. This is all connected. We don't know what this place is. We know that people have been searching for this place for ages and ages, and we're using it as a damn hotel and spa and resort. And meanwhile, we have dangers that we don't even know about coming from all sides. The god of death entrapping us, making deals with us. And then you want to just come in here and start a war?
So now you're blaming Todd for it all.
Rude.
I'm blaming everything, because this is all the craziest. Why
Granted.
did you care? Honestly, you've never cared. None of you care. None of you seem to even like each other. It's ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous.
Watch
And you're telling me
Buster.
none of this is all connected? That all of a sudden your ex-boyfriend you had problems with is now combined with Seth's evil crazy sister, who is now tied with this god who just destroyed my life.
What
You're
God?
saying that none of this is connected.
I'm not saying it's not connected, but you're throwing around blame like...
Because I'm angry, Valkyrie.
I can see that, Ritz.
It's a good excuse.
For the record, I like all of you. I never said that I never said that I didn't. We just have different ways of doing things. Look, I don't know what to say about this, okay? I don't know. I mean, well, I know some things about this Valkyrie, but I don't know anything else. I mean, I just found out about them myself. I mean, so what if they are connected? I can't disprove that. I can't prove it until we do something and go and figure out some things. Look, I get being angry. I mean, you don't think that I'm not angry after what I just experienced, just a few days, gosh, what, 3 days ago, Andrew?
If that.
If that, yeah. You don't think that I'm not angry at losing my father, possibly because of some of the stuff as well? But I'm not blaming any of you. I'm blaming the other things outside of our control. These people. This patron.
Tell me, would any of these people and this patron have met and joined forces if not for us? Do we know that?
No
We
clue.
don't know that for sure, but we also can't say no.
Truth is, we don't know.
But what can we do about it, Ritz? We've already met. We can't rewind time. Not in this campaign.
Ritz jumps into the
time
fire that
turners
is Todd.
Just reach up and drop your mic, Steph.
Ritz just dies. He just curls over the ball, just dies.
We can't rewind time. So, what if it is because we know each other and because we found the tower? Okay. Maybe it is. Lay some more blame on us. Lay some more blame on yourself. But
I mean, all we knew about the tower was it was something that held artifacts in it. We were just going to take a person there to retrieve said artifacts, get some money, and then be on our happy way.
What happened to that person?
Oh, he's dead.
But let's be clear.
He walked into a trap.
He walked into a trap.
We did know
anybody's
each other.
fault except his own.
We did know each other before Todd. So I don't think that we need to put the unifying factor on the tower. Who knows?
What do we know about the tower?
Oh my god.
Into Todd.
Todd, what do you know about yourself, for that matter?
Very little.
Exactly. So far, probably the person with the most knowledge about this damn tower is the creepy gnome building guards for us.
Well, I think we're all learning about ourselves. I'm dead, by the way. Did you know?
What?
It's true.
My entire life is gone.
Ooh, are those blueprints?
Todd,
Maybe not now, Todd.
Maybe not now, yeah.
Because if they are for like a hotel-y, tavern-y place, I could recreate our hotel-y tavern in their likeness.
No. I am here until we find my sister. And then I want no part of any of this.
Cool,
Ritz
Ritz.
is gonna leave.
Very mature.
Oh my gosh. Ritz gonna stop and just
The door
take a swipe
isn't
at Valkyrie.
gonna open as you try to leave.
Todd,
Yes.
get me the hell out of here.
Overruled.
What does that even mean?
There appears to be disunity and infighting amongst the dominators. Based on what I've learned from all of your memories and all the things that you have learned in your lives, I believe that the best way to work on this is to talk it out. I can bring Prime here for hugs.
No.
No,
Good.
not a good idea right now.
I could do
Appreciate
some
it, but-
hugs, Todd. But I can get them some other time.
Understood.
So, okay. All right. Since we have to work this out, what? Okay, so you're looking for your sister, Ritz.
Yes.
Where was the last place you saw her again?
Here.
Not here as in the tower. Here as in the many paces oasis.
Thank you, Todd.
Oh, okay. So we're looking for your sister. Since it's what you want to do. We should go and talk to maybe the dragon. Were they dragonborns, Andrew,
don't-
or lizard folk? Lizard folk. Okay.
Lizard folk.
Okay.
I don't need your help in finding her. I know where she is. The Raven Queen took memories from me to tell me where she is. I know where she is.
Okay. Then we can go there.
We can only offer our help. You have to accept it.
It's not,
Incorrect.
it's not about your help. It's just the craziness of this whole damn thing.
And it's been going along for longer than we've been together.
Yes. And yet
So it's
we
going to
still
continue
jump
to go on.
blindly into this crazy shit. You guys want to start a war. A war. That is not just a term you throw around.
It depends on your.
When we don't even know what we're fighting or who we're fighting. We only just now found out that this adder is involved in your Legion of Doom or whatever.
Yeah. So.
For all we
Common
know,
nomenclature. This means war.
for all,
I mean, we kind of do know some people involved, yes. Mad Reardon, Aquatongue, Neckwood, Mad patron.
But why? You don't know why. Up to now,
Oh.
Reardon was just your crazy ex-boyfriend.
We kissed once, so.
But that's the whole point. Why is he involved in this in the first place?
I have no clue. That's something that we need to try to figure out, in my opinion.
We've already had, what, 2 spies and assassins infiltrate here.
Well, I mean, the assassins were for me, they weren't for the group. That's a
That
whole
we know of yet.
that we know. I don't know technically if they're even part of the same thing.
Ritz,
That's just on me.
what is your, like, okay, so you're frustrated with all of this. You're frustrated that we don't know why
Yes.
they're together. What, do you have a solution?
To leave.
And go where?
Good. Great.
I don't care. I'm a fucking hotelier and cook.
So, just... Sure. Okay.
It's your... It's the attitudes. It's the... We don't... I just... What the hell are we doing?
Trying to live our lives, I guess.
Oh, you're doing a good job at that, aren't you, Valkyrie? You're dead.
That's not fair.
That's...
Shh.
Well,
Ritz, if you want to leave and go look for your sister, then I suggest you leave.
no. He's not going to leave by himself. Are you kidding?
This is the opposite effect intended by locking the doors.
Well, Todd, sometimes it doesn't help to force people to work things out. Sometimes that makes things worse, but okay.
She's got a point.
Oh.
So... No, Vaughn, we're not going to send Ritz out there to find his sister on his own.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want us,
He said that he would be with us until he found his sister.
then
I don't know how we can help you, Ritz. I
Very
mean,
nice steak.
I had a... I had a quiet life until after college. Until all this started. I had a family. They were happy. We were in Silverstruck. So, you act like that we're asking for this ourselves. When I never asked for it. I didn't ask to die. I didn't ask to have a weird spirit, with me for 4 years. I didn't ask to have some guy that I thought was cute that I kissed one time, all of a sudden want to kill me for no reason. I didn't ask to, to be brought into war either. But hey, Sutton thinks that's the way to go. Sutton's my friend, as I would have considered all of you. And so I'm supporting her. Even though Nathaniel wants to do stupid research, I'll probably end up doing stupid research.
I didn't say stupid research. It's more gathering information.
Which is stupid research, Nathaniel.
So,
Great friendship here. So glad to be a part of it.
Pretty real to me.
Ritz, I don't know what kind of friendships you had before, how picture perfect they were, but...
I didn't have friendships. I had my family.
Well, thus you don't know what friendships look like outside of family or even inside of family.
Look, I understand. It's hard to have friendships. It really is. It's hard to even trust most people. For me anymore. Just because I've lost everything. And like, I've already lost everything. I escaped and found something. But even then, it's hard to fully trust when your own best friend stabs you in the back. So, take that as you will for the most part.
I'm not saying that you guys haven't lost anything. I'm just angry. And you think I don't want to act on this anger? Of course I do. But this is I don't want to become that person.
I understand. Becoming that person, I came to terms that I would have to be that person. I came to terms with it long ago.
You're
I
a
didn't
soldier. You are a guard. It was your job.
I didn't want to be a guard. Not all my life. I wanted to be a blacksmith. I wanted to run my families. But after losing them, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't do it by myself. I joined the guard. It's the only thing I could think to do. Met the love of my life. Overthrew somebody who was going to kill masses, who was already killing masses. Was going to leave. My dream, at the very end, before all of this happened, was to take her away and open a tavern and a blacksmith in some random town somewhere far away. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Ritz, for the longest time, I have been on the fence about what to do. But after seeing what has happened to my companions families, and to all those people at your spa who were just only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I am fully committed to fighting this wherever it is. And if you're in for the fight, I support you 100%. But it's not going to go away. It's here. It was here before us. But I'm making sure it's not going to be here after us. This thing is an abhorrent evil upon this continent and this archipelago. And I cannot stand by now anymore and wish it to go away and hope that it never happened before this. But things have been set in motion. It's done. There are things going on we have no idea about. But we're not going to find out about it sitting here talking about maybe we should, maybe we should. We're only going to find out if we go out and ask the questions and pursue it. Otherwise, more will die. And that's what I wanted to talk to everyone about. I have thought about it. And you have my full support against this evil.
Did we not before?
I wasn't sure
Oh.
if my, don't get me wrong, I saw it as evil. I saw it, but you'll have to forgive me. I didn't know if I had to write. I try to help people. I try to do good things. And part of that is trying not to judge, trying not to deal out judgment and justice without fairness. But this is something different. There is no, this is just abhor and evil. I apologize if I haven't seen that earlier.
Good man, Ron. I never thought you were anything else.
I try. You know, they built a statue to me, and I haven't done a goddamn thing.
Does it have 6 fingers too?
If whatever that's worth.
It should. If not, they really missed an opportunity there.
Just remember, Vaughan is now the chosen one.
Oh, please!
All hail.
Somewhere in the temple, there's a cobalt prayer.
Cobalt praying to the statue.
Out of character question, did Valkyrie tell everyone that the Valkyrie is her sibling?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, just want to make sure.
And I will support any of you with any decision you make. I will try to protect you as best I can. Even though I lost everything, I gained something with you all.
It's an awfully bold promise, Nathaniel. But I remember it.
It's,
I, too, promise to protect
Thank you, Tom.
all of you. Because without you, I would still be asleep.
It's true. Yeah. Might be kind of true for all of us.
In a way.
Well, at least for me. Maybe. I don't know.
Whether you think of me this way or not, I've come to think of you as my family.
Todd.
Todd, why exactly do you want my brother in the Arboretum?
Where harvest form take root, other harvest-born will grow. The roots of the harvest-born anchor the ley lines. More abundance in the arboretum would be a positive thing. A bigger family would be a good thing, yes?
Yes.
Ritz will keep his head down and
Plus, I imagine you would like to be able to visit Carlton any time, and keeping him close, you could.
oh. Then I better go make sure he's ready to be moved. And Ritz will try to leave again.
Do you need help, Ritz?
No, I'm fine.
Please don't use a shovel.
I wasn't going to. Doug.
Oh, good.
Are you afraid of shovels, Todd?
I just wouldn't want Carlton to be injured.
Oh,
Oh,
Am I still stuck in the room?
Has the party's issues been resolved?
yeah, Todd. I think we're good. I think you should let him go.
I can have food delivered.
No, we don't need food delivered, Todd. We just let him go so he can go and do his thing. Thanks.
Click. Unlocks.
Deliveries to Cerno.
Thank you, Todd.
thank you, Todd.
Let us know if you change your mind about the help.
I have learned something today.
What did you learn, Todd?
It's hard to be alive.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Ritz is gone, right? Okay. I think. Do you think he was right?
About?
Well, about. I don't know. Not about Todd, of course. I'm not talking about you, Todd. But just us being the problem?
I don't think so. I mean, I would say I'm the problem, probably, but
Well, I would say the
That's
same thing
big.
about myself, but. Which begs.
I don't think so. I think we've just been.
we've been pulled into a game much larger than ourselves.
Yes.
So dramatic, Nathaniel.
But appropriate. I mean, we've just been going day to day without any purpose, I think.
Oh, I've had a. You mean.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I'm
overall,
not
I mean,
a
it was just first get the artifacts, then turn on the
Oh,
dominator.
sure.
Yeah,
Well, I
turn on
think
the
that
tower,
I
and
think
then-
that we've dealt with things as they came you know,
Yes,
as
yeah.
they've I don't want to. I don't want to be the cause of anyone's hardship.
I don't see any malintent in you at all. And
If we didn't find the tower,
someone
somebody
else.
else would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And they would be going through what we're going through. Maybe. Don't know that for sure, though. We don't know how anything is going. I know we need more guards at this point, just because we've already had a spy. Well, no longer have a spy. He's been dealt with. Which brings me into another whole thing that I have to ask for your permission, Valkyrie.
What about?
I have a letter. I've had this letter since I've learned about the Valkyrie.
Okay.
It's a letter that I was going to send to the Valkyrie, asking for assistance, but also asking to give assistance to her in her war. Well, her rebellion.
Okay. Have you sent it?
No, I haven't sent it yet.
That's what you were asking permission for.
Yes.
Why do you think helping her in her war is important?
When I originally wrote the letter, it was more of a purpose to help me in my war.
Oh, I see. Tit for tat. As you say.
Because she's fighting against Allard and causing that to happen. And I'd rather support anybody that's opposing him in any way.
Yeah. Did Ritz take the guest book with him when he left, Jonathan?
He left it.
Valkyrie just kind of nod towards the book. I'll be honest. It is a little strange. So, if you send it and they respond, we might be asking for more trouble. But
I was initially going to do it just to see what type of person the Valkyrie is. From what I've gathered from talking to random people, that whenever you bring up the name Icaron, it's like seeing in the face of horror in some people that they're scared of it. But whenever you speak the name about the Valkyrie, it's like people have hope. So
yeah.
maybe she is doing good. Maybe she is doing right and is ahead on a certain degree. Maybe they're after her, for all I know. I mean, it could be possible that Adder was following. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I would like to think that I don't know how reincarnation or whatever the heck happened there works, but never was good. For the time that they were alive. So, yeah, send your letter. If
Okay.
I don't know if it would help or hurt anything, but if you wanted to include my name in some way. But that's just, I'm just saying you can if you want to. I don't know if that would hurt or help or not even matter. So. Yeah. Send it whenever you want to.
Okay. I will send it fairly soon then.
Okay. Now, I told Gust about the dolls and everything, so he knows.
How did he take the news?
Typical Gust fashion, I guess. Stoically. You could tell there was stuff working. Well, I mean, he also thought it was his fault that this whole matter thing was happening, but I know that's not true. Yeah, so I'll try to help in whatever. What do you think should be our next steps? I mean, should we go and visit the lizard folk people?
Don't
They
think
could
that would
have.
be a bad idea.
No, they could
Just
have.
because they know about the corruption, maybe they've seen something that we haven't. Maybe
Yeah.
they understand something more than we do.
And
Yeah.
they're probably witnesses to it all.
Sure.
We're here. It would be a mistake not to, I think. And we'll do it, take it from there. If Rich's sister is nearby, we should help him if he'll let us.
The writing on the outside of the building was in
Yes.
Quarry.
Oh. I thought quarries were just like your kindred spirit.
No, there are bad ones, nightmare ones, along with the good ones. So,
Well,
Nathaniel, if Valkyrie was there before, I don't know. It's strange. Anyways,
Well, if we can at least contact her and then
Yeah.
try to find out, that gives us more information. Even if it turns bad or good, we have at least a little bit more information on what we did.
I would admit it would be interesting to finally meet them in this form, I guess.
Vaughn starts shaking his head, and then when he realizes something, he brings it up. When we talk to your father, the next to last, I'm kicking myself in the head
nuts.
about this. Yeah, well.
That too.
He said they were asking questions about the death of his daughter. He didn't think to ask about which one. Could it be your sister they're after?
Oh.
explain why Adder would show up right after she did, or after she left. Maybe.
Send the letter, Nathaniel. Are we going to the lizard folk place tomorrow morning? Get some rest in first?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go and find a certain magic using shopkeeper and she'll start on her way out and she'll pause before she leaves and turns back. I do consider you my friends, you know?
And you.
I also consider you guys my friends.
Okay. And she'll go and find Gust.
Ritz. You're back with Carlton. What's the plan?
Well, probably for a little bit, he's still just gonna sit right next to him and just kind of like rest with his chin on his knees, like you just. There's a lot going on in his head.
No way.
Feelings. Debating on whether to kill Valkyrie in her sleep or wait, no, she doesn't sleep. Crap. No. After after a while, like he doesn't care like how late it'll take, but he'll go inside the hotel and like grab some like sheets of broken like pieces of wood or whatever and just kind of make a big long kind of stretcher kind of thing. But then once he gets that all set up, he'll very like carefully.
You actually have a few people come out to help you. They're the current like gardeners of the Arboretum.
Okay.
Prime apparently directed them to come assist you.
After a pause, Ritz will nod and kind of direct them with the care of, that this isn't just a cactus, this is a harvest born, it's just
Nice.
and just where to stick them up, and then we'll eventually take them back, and I'd help plant them in the arboretum. And
Do you have a particular place in the Arboretum you'd like to plant it? There's a pond and a little river, but there are like little different biome places.
I mean, probably be healthier to put them, in a more heated biome area where cactuses can grow safely.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And, he'd make it real nice and as nice as it, can be when you first plant a giant cactus. And he'd probably just sit on the ground and just, sleep in there tonight.
Okay. On Nathaniel, what are you guys doing for the anything before bed?
Work a little bit on the bottle, I think.
Nathaniel,
Find
It's
the bottom,
wasted.
then go to sleep.
Nathaniel is readjusting his letter and then going to actually craft something.
Nice. What are you gonna make?
Nathaniel is going to make a rapier with the meteorite. Iron. The star iron.
Okay.
Whatever I called it.
How much of that do you have left?
I don't remember.
Should
I had a
be-
lot still. I mean, I gave.
Yeah, I know you have
I
enough.
used- I used quite a lot on Vaughn's stuff.
Armor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling up my notes to find out. That is not my notes. That is further from my notes than anything. I have here written that I have 25 is what I have written.
Okay. You'll use probably 3
2 or 3.
ingots in the construction of the rapier. Are you trying to make a particular rapier? Like kind of rapier? Or just a rapier?
I'm gonna build a rapier that's traditional to Icron. Something that I've always done with my father.
Hmm. Okay.
And put the Algren symbol on it and everything, and make sure that. But I also want to put the rune of explosion to it.
Okay. What kind of effect are you hoping that will have?
Well, be able to shoot out something is the effect that I'm hoping it would have.
A projectile.
Projectile, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've also had a curious
So
question.
we thinking like Link's Awakening status, like when you have full hearts and you swing the sword, like a little beam comes out.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, but I'm also not sure if this would work. That's why I'm bringing it towards you. We still have what, a few hours of the breath lightning still.
You do.
I want to try to infuse that
element.
element into that. I want to use that breath ability on what I'm making to do that.
Okay. All right.
And I will
Go
summon my Echo to
ahead.
help me.
And make a crafting check. You can. Are you making this as a gift?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to
So
give.
that's 1
I have help, which is my
plus
Echo.
2. You do have help?
Yeah, with my Echo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with your Echo. You're using special materials. Okay, you have 5 dice.
So that's the +5, or is that the +4?
Do the +5.
Okay. Yeah, forgive me, I'm trying to remember which one to click. It's the little bar next to it right there. No, that's not it. I'm doing this wrong.
Lightning ball. Magnifying glass.
That's what. If it let me click off of it, it's clicking on everything else.
No, it's the hold on.
Magnifying glass.
I've got
All
it.
the way at the right.
Yeah, that'll
Not the
open it up.
wand.
Yeah, the
The
magnifying.
magnifying glass.
Right, I clicked on it.
And then the damage.
Then-
Roll the
Oh,
damage.
there it is. I didn't scroll down.
Yeah.
I'm cool
It's
like
yeah,
that.
it calls it damage, but
I'm awesome. Don't judge me.
21, nicely done.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, we're
This is good. Yeah, you are successful. I will get back to you on exactly what this star rapier can do.
Okay.
Fair enough?
And then I will attach it to the note and then go to sleep.
Oh god.
What, attaching a sword to a note?
Yep.
Yeah, he just made that for the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie.
Awesome.
Dangerous.
Well, again, it's a peace offering. I have to make it look legitimate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just gave the BBEG the weapon
Yep.
that's gonna kill us all.
You know, that's fine. You know, I will take responsibility for that.
Not
It's
all of us
fine.
can die and come back.
It's fine.
Glad that you will take responsibility for that.
I will take
Please.
responsibility for.
You just sent. Where's that delightful artifact? No, I'm just kidding. You didn't make an artifact level
I'm
thing.
about to say, there's no
you're
way
like,
I could have made an artifact. If I made all 6s, that would have been an artifact, probably.
Did you get any 6s?
No, I did not. It was a 2.
Oh yeah, you had 2. Yeah, straight roll. Okay,
Yep.
very good. All right, Valkyrie, anything special with Gust that you're planning, or you just
Yeah, no,
this is just like
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, she would just go and find him and, yeah, just kind of spend some time with him and, yeah, be there all night. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Very good. Cock-a-doodle-doo. It's the morning. Did you tell Todd to move towards the
question.
lizard folk camp last night?
Oh, Valkyrie wouldn't have thought about that. No.
Nathaniel
Terrify
would
him.
have remembered about that. So Nathaniel, yeah, I would say yes. If anything, because Nathaniel was up most probably in the night trying to make this.
Fair enough. Okay. It's the morning. What
Okay.
now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well,
Ritz would-
Nathaniel is gonna send off 3 letters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to send out these letters for you right away, sir. Thanks.
Do I have an email?
Yeah, this one just came in this morning.
I'll take it. And who's it from?
It's from your friend.
Oh, joy.
Not that friend.
Okay.
No, it's
they just mail a
Ms.
bomb straight to the
Miss
tower.
Periwinkle.
It's who? I
Harry,
didn't hear.
Periwinkle, the
Periwinkle.
bursar.
Bursar's
Oh.
assistant. It's just a notice that interest has been applied to your account and thanking you for your minimum payment for the month.
Mm-hmm.
Sending another message of another 50 gold.
Well, it's letting you know that your total is now 818 platinum, 7 gold, 6 silver, and 2 copper.
Okay then. Good to know. I'll pay it off eventually. Walks away.
All right.
Before heading, sometime that morning, Valkyrie would pull out her sending stone to Mila.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just checking in, making sure that everything's okay. Have you and Mom went with, what was his name again? Cough yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're doing great. Cascade is wonderful. Maybe we'll stay here a little longer than initially planned.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep, that's all that she'll want to do. She'll grab like a small alcoholic drink from the bar, and I guess look for everyone else.
7 a.m. That's good.
No, I know. I'm aware.
Yeah, one. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ritz probably would have woken up really early because he slept on the floor of the arboretum. He'd double check to make sure Carlton's planted nicely.
Carlton's planted very nicely. Carlton's planted so nicely that one of the flowers, the one that had opened while you were talking to him on the beach, seems to be holding something aloft. Something organic.
That's weird. Get a little closer. Look like.
Do you pick it up? You're just glaring at it.
Well, I mean, is it? It's like holding. It's not like it's like growing out of like.
It's growing out.
Like I don't want to pluck it if it doesn't like. Like, is it attached or is it just like kind of resting in there?
As of right now, it's kind of resting in there.
The spirits will take it. How big is it? I imagine. Size.
It's a full-sized mandolin. Beautiful, obviously all one single piece. Very organic-y.
This place is weird.
Prime is also walking by at this point and stops and goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
he pulled it off."
Wait, what?
What?
Pulled, like I just pulled it off, or what?
No.
What did you mean by that?
Carlton did it.
Carlton did what?
Finished his present. He's growing it all night. And then Prime will walk away.
Oh.
What? Then Fritz is gonna slowly, very confused, walk away, and he's gonna go directly to the hospital and check on the triplets, and just kind of probably spend the morning with them.
Okay.
I have one more thing. Valkyrie would try to get ask Gus if he has a remove curse scroll. She can buy it off of him.
Go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh, great. Um, will do. That's a 78.
Okay. And now roll a D20.
Just straight.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm-hmm. He hates you
Oh.
now. No,
Gus is calm.
but I can put feelers out and try to acquire one for you.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure if we're going to the lizard folk. Well, there are lizard folk around the hotel that we're going to go to their town today, and just want to make sure. Well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I was hoping to have it today, just in case we. But I'm sure that it'll be fine. It'll be a whole town full of lizard folk that can take care of themselves. So if anything shows up, I assume they'll just kill it.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Might is right with most lizard folk that I've
Met a lot of lizard
had the
folk?
pleasure of dealing business with.
Okay. All right. Well, see you later. Good luck with your shop today.
Thanks, and good luck with your lizard folk.
Thanks. She'll head out.
What's Vaughn doing?
Probably just he would have, you know what, he would have went into the arboretum just to check on, you know, he kind of knew that Carlton was getting, so he just wanted to make sure everything went okay with that. And after, you know, if he's just going to check it and then head to the tavern to wait with the rest and have breakfast.
Letters at the post office? Valkyrie, being reminded of that letters exist, would probably check in at the post office to see if there's anything for her.
Yeah, you get Mila's letter from before.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
A letter from Periwinkle also
Okay.
updating you on your debt.
Okay.
And yeah, no, nothing else.
Okay. All right.
Really not exciting.
And Vaughn will check at the post office. Just to
You
tag
have a
along.
letter from Ms. Periwinkle informing you.
Informing me that I'm still in debt.
Yeah.
Ever remembers the
Check the
post
mail.
office exists.
Yeah.
All right.
You think that guy would just find us when we come in and say, "Hey, you have mail waiting for you"?
Fun. He has a job. Like, we're not the only people
Yeah, that's true.
living
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
No, it's that one mailman that shows up everywhere in Skyrim. I got a message for you.
Oh, I was always picturing the Ocarina of Time guy that's just like running
Oh,
with the flag.
that's even better.
Oh man.
Oh, and I might need
What's-
to take a dip out of the treasury because I'm fresh out. So,
How much are you taking?
well,
Where
I
have you
guess
been
50
that you're
gold to
spending
make-
money.
50 gold to make a payment, and maybe another just 100 gold for spending.
Okay.
So I'll put 100 in my inventory, and please note that 50 went off to the good college.
Very good. Okay.
That's why Vaughn's the chosen, because he's going to be the only one to pay off his student loan.
You
Men's
chosen
payments aren't gonna
one.
get you anywhere. What's the plan today? Dominators.
Going to the lizard folk place.
knowledge we can glean from them.
So should I start moving there?
Oh, I thought Nathaniel said that he would have remembered to do it.
Oh, would you have, Nathaniel?
Nathaniel would have, since we
Okay,
were going to
great.
get information.
Well, how long did it take Ritz to get? Because I was thinking it took most of the night to. I mean, I
Okay.
just want to make sure that the tower didn't like
Leave?
like while
The tower
I was
wouldn't
No,
have
it would have started after you got back. And tacos. Well, in that case, instead of saying what's the plan, I would say we have arrived outside of the lizard folk settlement.
Let's go.
Is anyone told Ritz? This is. I mean, imagine Todd said that to Ritz. So
Imagine Todd saying it to everybody
Yeah.
in their mind.
Todd? If you wanna answer.
Yes.
How are they reacting to our presence?
About as well as anyone does.
Okay. Just hopefully they weren't throwing spears at us.
Ritz
No. The bee cannons are keeping them
Oh.
sufficient.
We still haven't removed
We
the
really have to have a talk with the crew.
Ritz will
Need
will
him
come out of the hospital and just rub his temples and I'll handle it. And I'll open the door and go out and calm them down in their own language. Just
There's only 3.
good. Everything's
and they
great.
don't look particularly perplexed.
Good. Okay. They make sure the bee cannons are off. They're not. No one's hurt. But
You're here. Where's the rest of your group?
I'll turn around.
Nathaniel,
Look at the door.
Nathaniel will go out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be ascending or descending the ramp, I guess. I'm assuming there's a ramp.
Ruz said to expect you.
Okay.
Was that RUZ?
Follow.
Alrighty.
And start walking into actually what you would have probably assumed was a camp. Everyone make nature checks.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
Oof. Nature. I don't even know what that even.
Nature.
What does that even mean?
That's 15 for Valkyrie.
What is nature, man? I know.
A 10.
Oh my gosh.
And you know
This is
what?
why
16.
So I am going
okay,
to use.
so-
I am going to use my inspiration.
Oh.
Why not? What's that? A D
8.
It's a D8 now.
10 plus 7, 17. Well worth it.
Nice. All right. So not Ritz. The other three of you would have assumed that this would maybe be like kind of a mobile camp because you know that lizard folk are very tribal and don't always settle in a single area. So yeah, this is actually what looks to be the ruins of a whole city. Most of it buried beneath the sand, but large portions of it have been excavated and kind of ramshackled into dwellings. And in the center of this avenue that you're kind of looking down is a large domed building. And we will
Go on.
end
Sure.
there. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching Tower of Dreams tonight. We've got a lot going on other than Tower of Dreams. although every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, you can tune in and watch Tower of Dreams, and I recommend you continue to do that. Usually at 10 p.m.? Yeah. 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturday nights, we would have In Extremis, and we aren't going to be having that tonight because a few people, enough of the people aren't able to make it.
Yeah.
So tune in next week for In Extremis, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Friday nights, we at 10 p.m. Eastern. We also have more D&D campaigns, tons of D&D. Definitely need to check them all out. They're all really good. We also have Madbird Plays, which is a board game, a virtual board game, Jackbox fun time with players and DMs and people from around the Madbird channel. Sundays at 2 p.m. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. we have Dungeon Craft with Vic and Steph. And then Fridays at noon Eastern, we have Mad Art with Steph.
Yep.
Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Hold tight. We are going to be rating some folks. Open for Adventure. They're doing their season 2 finale for Numenera. Numenera's so good. They're called Remnant is the name of their campaign. So stick around for the raid. Give them a caw in the chat. That'll be it for us tonight.
Well, my rating thing, of course, isn't working properly. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Let me try that again.
Let's just exude charisma.
Yeah. That's
To entertain people
That'll
for
work.
like a couple minutes.
Yeah, stream acted up. Jonathan got the same thing. It went
happened for me
offline.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went offline and it said we were rating, and then there was blackness, darkness.
Oh.
Okay.
Darkness, no
All right.
parents.
We're rating
That was
now.
weird.
Heading on over.
Hello, Raiders.
Woo!
Woo!
Yay. Oh, look at that art. They have really good art. Hi.